Harry caught slapping in Meghan face outside Queen funeral as she refused to apologize to Kate. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have allegedly still not spoken to the two constructions of Cambridge. Despite both couples currently staying within 700 yards of each other on the grounds of the Queen's Windsor estate. Meghan and Harry are back in Europe for the first time since the Platinum Jubilee, with the pet taking a day off from that to yesterday, September 7, to recover after returning to the UK from Germany. But while stay on just a stone's throw from Harry's brother and sister-in-law, the couple are reportedly not speaking to the Cambridges because they are waiting for the couple to take accountability for crossing the line. Reports the Mirror. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived in the UK on Saturday, September 3, and all staying at Frogmore Cottage, which neighbours Adelaide Cottage, the home the Cambridges moved into very recently, on Monday, September 5. Meghan and Harry travelled to Manchester, where they attended the One Young World Summit. The summit marks a first for Meghan, as she made her first speech since stepping down as a senior member of the firm and relocating to California with her family in 2020. Meghan and Harry then left the UK on Tuesday, September 6, to have to Düsseldorf in Germany for the beginning of the 1 year to go counts down events for the Invictus Games 2023. Today, September 8, after a day off, the couple will be travelling to London, where Harry will speak at the Well Child, a waltz the Duke and Duchess trip to the UK, and Germany comes after. The Mirror reported that they turned down Prince Charles' offer for the pad to stay with him during that visit in the past year. Seemingly estranged brothers William and Harry have only publicly met up twice, with its Gobi, the Sussexes' biographer, claiming that the siblings said polite hellos and little else. A source reportedly told Scobie, "There's a laughable effort to suggest the Sussexes have been shunned. The true story is they never reached out to the Cambridges." The biographer has alleged that Harry thinks William is guilty of turning his back when support was needed, but the heir to the throne is believed to be awaiting an apology from his younger brother for stepping down from the royal family, and the allegations that have been made by Meghan in both print and TV interviews in the United States just days before the Sussexes returned to the UK. An interview with Meghan was published by the Cops, with the allegations made by the Duchess causing a stir on this side of the pond. In the interview, Meghan said it takes a lot of effort to forgive and insinuated that she is now able to say anything. The interview, which was over 6,000 words in length, so Meghan claimed that just by existing she and her husband were upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy before the couple stepped down as senior working members of the firm. Mr. Scobie said in his Yahoo column, "People are desperate for steps to be made, but behind the scenes there hasn't been movement." He added that William was at the center of a number of painful moments. Mr. Scobie said it was a dark time and one night so far William has been unprepared to unpack. "When you look at the bare facts, it becomes obvious why it is pretty much the same state of affairs as years ago." In other news, Meghan Markle is said to be in a daunting environment while in the UK as she mingles with the royal family ahead of the Queen's funeral, despite lashing out at them repeatedly in the last few years, talking about Meghan choosing to stay back in the UK following the monarch's death, and then also stepping out with Prince William and Kate Middleton, who she allegedly has a rift with. Royal expert Sylvia Jeffreys praised the Duchess of Sussex too. Working on Today Extra, the Australian morning show host said, "I can't help but think that would have been a really threatening environment for Harry and Meghan, or at least daunting." He then added, "I am starting to feel sick about the negativity around Harry and Meghan this time." Jeffreys also referenced the criticism being leveled against Prince Harry and Meghan of the holding hands in public as they mourn the late monarch. She said, "History is repeating in so many ways with Harry, whose grief as a child was owned by others. Once again it is being owned again, and he's being criticized for grieving in a way that others aren't happy about. It will be very interesting to see how history looks back on all of this and the narrative around it back."